Hello everyone, hope you're right. In today's video I'm going to plant Alyssum seeds. So here I have got two varieties of Alyssum. I have got this packaging, which is Alyssum Violet Queen. This is best for balconies, stone gardens and borders, and this can be grown from April to May anytime. I'm at the end of March, 1 week left, so I think it will be alright. These need to be planted 15 centimeters apart from each other, need full sun, and they bloom from June to September. Really beautiful plants, and they look awesome, just like little diamonds, and very sparkly plants. And this one here, Alyssum, this is Pastel mix. I have got this sachet here with me. It grows up to 15 centimeters tall, and it blooms from June to September. So I think it's just a little bit difference in the color. So I'm gonna plant these seeds in these seed starting cells I have got here. There are 24 cells in here and 38 centimeter long tray, and I'm going to plant few seeds in every cell, and I will use that as a plug plant because these are really tiny plants and they look good if you treat them as plug plants, like 4 or 5 seeds per plug plant. So I am filling up this tray with this multi-purpose compost, which I use for all my seed starting. You can use any multi-purpose compost, potting mix if you like. You should not use garden soil for your seed starting because that's really heavy and tough, not good for starting seeds or planting in containers. So this is light and fluffy, and I'm just taking the big bits apart and filling up nicely. So this is full now, really packed in there, and I'm going to water it gently to moisten it. It's important that you moisten your compost or potting mix before you put your seeds in, because when you water it just sinks down a little bit, and your seeds can dislodge if you water it after. So here I have got Pastel mix first. I'm going to open this sachet, and I'm trying to put few seeds in each sachet. These are tiny seeds, so it could be a little bit difficult to handle them. Let's see. So all of these are done in this half, and the other ones, which is Violet Queen, I'm going to do in the other half, and then I can label them, but I don't think there would be much difference when they bloom. And after that, I'm going to lightly cover the seeds with a little bit of compost. You don't need to fertilize it now because the compost have enough nutrients in it. Seeds do not need any fertilizer. When the seedlings germinate, there will be enough nutrients for them to grow. So this is after a few weeks. You can see all these tiny seedlings, they have germinated well. So here these are Alyssum seedlings. There are two varieties here which I started from seeds. This is Violet Queen. All these are Violet Queen, and these are Pastel mix. They are kind of similar, and you can see they are coming along really nicely. I put few seeds in each cell, and almost all of them have germinated. Here in this cell there is only one, and some are still little and germinating. That's all right. They will catch up soon, but you can see most of them are growing really nicely, and they will soon be ready to plant out in the garden. In fact, I can see a flower bud forming on some of these. I have been watering these every day and fertilizing, like I have fertilized them 2 times until now, but I need to fertilize them on now every week because they do run out of nutrients fairly quickly because they are in containers or cells. So when I water them, they run out of nutrients leach out. So it's really important to uh, fertilize them so they give you good results. So this is the update on my Alyssum plants after 2 months. As you can see, they are grown nice and big, and I have already planted them in my patio containers. I have got 4 patio containers, and I have already planted 2 of them and a drop planter. So where I have planted my Alyssum plants, you can see I have put like 5 or 6 plug plants in this drop planter, and I have put 3 plug plants in each patio container. They are small at the moment, but they are starting to flower, but they will grow nice and big, and soon they will fill out these containers. So you need to give them room to grow. And I have still got 2 more containers to plant. So you can see my Alyssum plants in this seed starting tray where I started them. They are looking nice and big, already starting to flower. So I have got some more plants to put in these containers, and I have got multi-purpose compost. I have filled the containers halfway with very nice and crumbly topsoil, and I'm going to top it off with multi-purpose compost. So here I'm going to put a hardy geranium which I started from bare root in this container, and I'm going to put 3 or 4 Alyssum plug plants in this container. These planters are done, and as you can see, they are looking already very pretty, but they are not very much at the moment. The plants will grow hopefully over the summer time. Somewhere in July they will be full of blooms. And this is the view of my front yard. I'm going to show you the progress of my patio containers. Here you can see one of my containers, and I have got like 4 patio containers with a little bit variation. This one has got Alyssum, lobelias, geranium, and a couple of petunias. Alyssum has done really well for me this year. I'm really happy how it has turned out. It has grown huge, and it is filling up the container really well. There are like 3 or 4 plug plants in this container. There are 2 varieties. One is Violet Queen and the other is Pastel mix. And you can see how well they have grown. So I started them from seeds, and I'm really happy the way they have performed. They are absolutely stunning and eye-catching and very, very cheerful. So this is the overall view of my patio containers. 2 on this side and 1 trough, and 2 on the other side of the wall. These are plastic containers, but they have like concrete finish, and they mix up really well with the paving I have got here. I'm going to show you how to collect Alyssum seeds. Here you can see my Alyssum is a bit overgrown now, and you can see it's leggy and it has grown lots of seed pods. Here you can see all these seed pods. Some are really young and some are really mature, and some have even opened. There are still a bunch of flowers at the end of flower spike, and if you go down you can see there are green seed pods which are pretty young, and there are brown seed pods, and if you touch them they open really easily, and there is a seed in there. So it's a little bit time consuming and difficult to collect these Alyssum seeds. What I'm going to do, I'm going to cut all these flower spikes. So I'm going to cut them and trim them back, and basically that will help the plant to focus on producing new flower spikes which will be young and much more vibrant, and I can take these old flower spikes to collect my seeds. So I'm going to trim them back here at the end where the flower spike starts, and I have got a deep tub to collect my flower spikes. In fact, I will put this tub below these flower spikes because they are quite leggy, and if you shake them and the seeds come out really easily. So I think there are two ways to do it. You can just shake the flower spikes and all the seeds will collect in that tub if you put some tub or a sheet under your plants, or you can cut the spikes back and that will encourage new flowering and you can use those spikes to collect the seeds. So I'm gonna try both ways. First I'm going to shake them to collect as many seeds as possible, and then I'm going to cut the flower spikes. So here you can see I already have got lots of seeds in this tub. So I'm going to collect as many seeds as possible by shaking, and then I'm going to trim back all the plants. I have got Alyssum plant in 4 containers and they have grown really nicely for me. I started them from seeds. So if you are interested, I'll include the link in the description box where I started them from seeds. And I started them as a plug plant, like I sowed 7 to 8 seeds in each cell and I didn't thin them. And then I planted 3 plug plants in each container, and these containers are full of Alyssum plants. And I have got a couple of videos on my channel where I showed the progress of my containers, so you can see how huge and vibrant these plants got, and they were really loaded with flowers and looking really beautiful. So here you can see I'm grabbing a bunch of flower stems and cutting them back, and basically that's really easy. I'm going to trim them back all the way. So here I have collected all my flower stems and I have got this white plate, and I take a flower stem and rub alongside it. So basically the seeds fell off really easily, and I'm collecting all these seeds in this dish. So here you can see I have gone through all the flower stems and there is a pretty good amount of seeds in here, but there are lots of leaves as well and chaff. So I'm trying to remove the chaff by blowing on it. So I'm blowing on it and the chaff is lightweight, and the some seeds which are not fully mature, they will blow off, and then I'm gonna left with most of the seeds in this plate. Viable seeds are heavy and fully mature, so they don't blow off, but chaff and the immature seeds are lightweight, so they are blown away. Here I have collected more seeds, and basically I was having trouble removing the leaves and debris, so I have found this sieve which is working for me. So I'm sieving the mixture and you can see the seeds are coming down, but leaves and debris is not. So this is pretty good way and it's not that messy. So I'm going to sieve as many seeds as possible, and then I will remove the chaff the same way by blowing on it. So when I blow on the chaff, it's removed. The problem was with the leaves and the debris because that's heavy and that's not blown away. So here you can see I have got pretty good amount of seeds, and there's chaff. You can leave the chaff in there, there is no problem. You can store it as it is, and next time when you sow it, you can sow it as it is. But for the sake of the video, I want my seeds to be as clean as possible. It is very messy job, so if you wanna clean your seeds by blowing off the chaff, make sure to do it outside in open space where you can clean the debris afterwards. So basically this is working pretty good for me. You can see all the chaff is blowing away really nicely. So here you can see I have got my seeds pretty cleaned, and I'm going to store them in this Ziploc bag. You can store them in paper bag or plastic bag and label them so you know what the seeds are. Then you want to put them in the cupboard where it's dark. not very humid or hot, and seeds will stay pretty good for a couple of years. And you can start them in the spring and enjoy the beautiful show of Alyssum flowers all summer long. So you can see here I also planted Alyssum plants in this drop planter, and I cut it back in August. So you can see it has flushed back new growth, and it's again loaded with blooms and it's looking really nice. That's what happens when you trim back your flowering plants in the middle of summer, when they are getting leggy and stretchy and they are looking tired. So you trim them back and they put on new growth, they put on a second flush of flowers, and they look really nice, bright and cheerful. So hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please give it a thumbs up and do subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so you don't miss out on any of my gardening videos. You can join my channel for extra perks. Thank you very much for watching today. See you next time. Bye.